Well, now we're moving into pork. It's one of our main dishes. We've done some chicken, we've done some beef, and now we do some pork. We're staying with items that are reasonably inexpensive. This is a pork chop cut I just picked off the shelf. Little did I realize I was getting lucky because I have what's a porterhouse cut. It's a regular pork chop cut. It's also like a part of the pork tenderloin. I'm going to season both sides of it. I season it for two reasons. It helps trap some of the moisture in, but also when the moisture comes out, it helps create a thickener for the pain juices we're going to get. Both sides, shake off the extra flour, and away you go. We're going to basically get that working. While it's cooking, we cut up some onion. Years ago, I had a good friend show me a way to cut onion that helped you get much more even pieces. Bill Hunt showed me how to cut it on a peacock cut, I would call it, or a fan cut. So you have to do all the cross cuts on the onion. Yes, I'm going to use this whole onion because onion is one of those great food enhancers. It just brings a great flavor. Look for the root end. You always find a root end on the onion. Cut the onion in half, lay it down, and cut that root end off on both sides. Look for the root end, cut it off. Cut away from you now. You make your cuts, and you cut here, 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 an angle each time you go. So you get to here, it's this way. So you get to here, you're going to get nice, even cuts. And notice you cut about almost all of the end. When you get to here, now you make the size cuts you want. They're all going to be nicely, evenly spaced. And you already have the side cuts made because you did the peacock cut, or the angle cut. You ready to go? Now these onions are going to be in there once the pork chop has browned. We'll take the pork chop out. We'll take the onion, put the onion in, and we're going to caramelize a little bit. Caramelize means you cook the onion until the juice comes out and you get the natural sugar and the onion left. And it's going to give a nice color to it. It's going to give you a nice cooked flavor to it. It'll sweeten up the flavor. It'll match very nicely with the pork. Okay, like every other meat, for the pork chop, you wait until you see color start coming up through the meat. When you start seeing juice coming up through the meat, you get a hint that you're getting a nice cut on the other side. Let's take a look and see. I think it'll be very, very pale at this point. We'll take a look. Yeah, we gotta wait. Don't be afraid. We have a nice moderate heat on that one. The slower you cook things, the less it shrinks and the less juice you lose up. So we're gonna let that wait a little bit. We'll come back and show you what it looks like once it's browned on both sides. We got a nice color on the pork chop, nice and light golden brown. We'll let the other side brown, take them out. Then we'll add our onion to it and caramelize them. Once the onions are caramelized, we put the pork chops back in. We'll put a little liquid in, something simple as water, and then cover it and bake it. We'll bake it at 275, probably about an hour, so they're fork tender fall apart. So we took all those onions you saw piled up here. We've been cooking them, and they're getting a nice color on them now. You could go a little darker, but I'm not sure you gain that much. We're going to get the coloration we're looking for. I just put these right on top of the pork chops. Spread it out. The French have always considered onion the queen of vegetables when it comes to cooking. I'm going to take a little chicken stock we made last week. See how nicely it gelled up? Put it here on top. Take the whole thing, not that much, not even a cup. I want to keep the pork chops moist as they cook. Now I'm going to take a little bit of aluminum foil. I'll cover the pork chops up. Put them in the oven. The bacon, go 45 minutes at first. So how do you tell if pork chops are done? It's real easy. Take a dinner fork, stick it in the middle of the pork chop, twist a little bit. If the pork chop doesn't give, it's not done. You want to cook it till it's tender. If it starts to give, take it off. You're all set to go. Take it out, put it on the plate. You'll probably have some juices left. We're sure going to make a quick pan sauce of that when the dish is done. All right, the cooking time to be properly tender turned out to be an hour and a half. These are the pan juices. We got a little bit of a cornstarch and water slurry that's heightened up a little bit. We get the nice kind of, just the kind of thickness that'll let that hang on the finished product just the way, like coat it, but not hide it. You use a slurry because you want to be able to see through the sauce. If you used a roux like we did in earlier processes, what you end up with is a blanket that won't let you see through it. I want to be able to see the nice caramelized onions, see the meat, and coat it very nicely. You just to keep the meat tasty, keep it juicy, and that sauce is plenty. And there you have it, your basic caramelized onion pork chop dinner. This is going to be fun to eat.